Hello, my name is Bianca Washington Chungin, and I am bringing to you two great interviews that we are doing for our virtual component for May 7th Art Hop. So I hope you're able to tune in with us, and thank you so much for being with us. This is our first telephone phone call and recording that we did with an artist named Jim Jackson, who was a part of creating the mural that is going to be in the Gazelle Sports downtown Kalamazoo. This particular mural is of George Floyd in paying honor to his life. And also, there will be a time where you'll be able to come down and see this mural while you're downtown Kalamazoo. So we hope that you enjoy. Hello, everyone. We are so excited to have two artists with us today. I am first going to start with Jim Jackson, and we are going to be talking to Jim Jackson about his involvement in the George Floyd mural that was done at Gazelle Sports here in downtown Kalamazoo. This is our virtual component for May 7th Art Hop, and we are so excited to have you with us, Jim. How are you?
Good afternoon.
Good
Fine.
afternoon. So, Jim, I'm gonna first start off with you getting into telling me a little bit more about your involvement concerning the mural and how did you come about being a part of this project?
Well, it started off with a phone call from a young lady by the name of Allison that we had did an art show at the business that she was at, and she called and asked if we would do a mural. And we tried to find somebody in the community, young folk, to take and step in, and it didn't quite work out. So we had Mr. Pelmore and myself had to take and step in and complete the job.
I gotcha. Okay. So, what part of the project too were you able to? Because you say complete the job. So, was the outline created first, and then you kind of came in and filled in, or did you actually have to start from scratch?
Well, we started from scratch because of the timeline, and we wanted to involve a couple main things that put probably Mr. Floyd in the spot he was in, and we tried to come up with some main sociological kind of roots as to why that happened. And so we took that outline and we drew up a map trying to express that.
Amazing. Great. Thank you for even letting to the public know, who are going to hopefully be going to see this mural that's going to be inside Gazelle Sports, kind of where it all started. What kind of materials did you use, and how long did it take you to create this? And I know that we're going to be able to also talk to James Palmore, but was there a section that you kind of took over and that was, part of your role, or was it just a complete collaboration?
Well, we sit down, we drew up a design, and once the design was drawn up, and then we found a picture. Mr. Pelmore had a picture that he pulled up, and we fashioned the picture into the design, and that's the way we ended up with the sociological and the picture all locked in together to make a statement.
Amazing. That's amazing. And can you tell me, Jim, what kind of medium of artwork do you do? Is your work a lot of it in kind of social forms or social justice? What's your main medium of artwork?
I'm basically a designer, a sculptor, and environmental artist. I like to work with things that are discarded because of the social impact. And so having 3 majors from Western, speech, sociology, and then went back to school to get an art degree.
Wow.
That kind of set the stage for this painting.
That's fantastic. And can you tell me too, with that, when were you able to go back to get your art degree, and kind of what kind of moved you to do so?
Well, I was working several jobs, one at YOU and one at Kalamazoo College as a football coach, and working another job. And I wasn't seeing my family. And so one day I came home, and I got home early, and I looked at my wife and said, I'm done. She says, what? I says, I'm done. I'm going to be an artist. And
Wow.
I went back to school to become an artist, and went into a barn on Elm Street, and the barn hadn't been used. And Mr. Berry, I asked him if I could use that barn for a workshop, and I told him my situation, which I hadn't known him, and he said, yeah. I said, how much? He said, $1. So we went into the barn.
Wow.
It was close to winter, and we had to patch up a lot of holes, so we were able to take and do work out of that. And that's how I met Mr. Pelmore and his brother, Joe Pelmore, who just passed away 2 days ago. And it's going to be a big loss. But he was also a good artist. And when we had an art show that day on Elm Street, a street art show.
Yes, that's amazing. That's amazing. You know, I think I remember actually hearing about that piece of history too, with artists in Elm Street a while back. So what do you want people, or what do you hope for people to get out of this piece, this mural?
Conversation. The art of conversation is lost, and we have to get back to respecting other people's ideas and being able to discuss and be able to take it and form some relationships with people we don't know. If we start to get to know people, everything will be okay.
You know, Jim, I might need to start a podcast with what you just said. That was spot on. That was spot on. And I do hope that, you know, people, when they go in to see that piece, that they'll be open to having that conversation. That's pretty amazing. So I wanted to know, before we end here, are there any projects that are kind of in the future for you, or that are kind of on the horizon, or kind of where are you at right now?
I'm at a 20-hour day every day right now, and I'm in the process of completing 31 sculpture pieces.
Wow.
By July, the end of July, and I want to be able to share them and get conversation going. These are not small pieces. These are some large pieces, and metal, plexiglass, things that are thrown away. And so,
wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Jim. And I hope that we definitely are able to get a chance to see those pieces and be able to continue that conversation as you had spoken about. So thank you so much for being with us, and we'll be talking to James in just a second. So thank you.
Thank you. Take care now.
Thank you. You too. All right.